Our next special guest for today, protecting Filipino children against e-cigarettes, a mother and an advocate for health. Shanito Salvador Avancena, fondly called Honeylet, was born on February 16, 1970 in Davao City. She studied at the Thompson Christian School for elementary and high school. She took a Bachelor of Science major in biology and in nursing, graduating in 1991 and 1994, respectively, at the Davao Doctors College. In 1995, she took and passed the Philippine Nursing Board exam. In 2000, she also took and passed the Board of Nursing in California, USA. In 2006, she earned her Master's in Nursing at the Ateneo de Davao University. Ms. Avancena worked as a pediatric nurse at the Davao Medical Center, now SPMC, in 1996. She also worked as a registered nurse in the state of California, more specifically at the Golden State Health Center and Vitas Hospice. Ms. Avancena is a nurse entrepreneur in Davao City, and she is a pioneer in the donut franchising industry and owns several Mr. Donut branches in Davao City. She is an operator of meat shops located in several malls in Davao City. Ms. Shanito is also a franchisee of a gas station. Aside from her interests in health and business, Ms. Shanito has a soft heart for the underprivileged. She believes that education is the key to succeed. Ms. Avancena has a daughter, Veronica Avancena Duterte, to whom she gave birth to in April 10, 2004 in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, Ms. Honeylet Avancena.
Sirs, please take your seats na. Okay na po. Huwag kayong tumayo. Nakaupo lang kayo. Okay na okay ako dyan. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Ma'am, allow me to read this one because I like what they wrote. This one is they usually prepare something for me. But I'm also going to tell you stories. Para ano. Magandang umaga po, JCI, parents, mostly parents, no? Parents po. Mga fathers and mothers that are here this morning. I am both honored and grateful to have been invited for the launching of Parents Against Vaping E-Cigarettes here in Davao City. Indeed, this movement is a very welcome response to our fight against the proliferation of vaping e-cigarettes, which can only do harm, especially to our youth. I commend Health Justice Philippines, JCI Lacambini, Davao, and private practicing midwives of Davao. Bakit walang nurses? Ay, sumali, ma'am? Walang nurse? Meron dito, ma'am? Kasi private practicing midwives of Davao. For working with various parents and civil society organizations in various parts of the country in support of this initiative. As a mother and public health advocate, I also feel strongly about the concerns raised against e-cigarettes and smoking itself. The President has issued in November a strong policy statement against the use of e-cigarettes in public. He directed the strict implementation of the provisions of Executive Order number 26, which institutionalizes. So, hindi na ho pwede ito na pwedeng hindi sundin, pwedeng okay lang na minsan sundin, minsan hindi, na institutionalize na ho. In fact, it's an executive order. which institutionalizes smoke-free environments in public and enclosed spaces. As we commend the immediate action of law enforcement agencies on the vape ban, we must also endeavor to understand better that vaping is really not the less harmful alternative to regular smoking. Alam natin yan mga magulang no, na hindi siya, okay, tol, huwag ka na mag-smoke, mag-vape ka na lang, ano ba yan? And that smoking in itself is a vice that should be completely overcome. The Department of Health has received an official report last month on the first case of e-cigarette or vape-associated lung injury from a private pediatric pulmonologist based in the Visayas. According to the case report, the patient was a 16-year-old female adolescent who had been using e-cigarettes for 6 months. She was admitted to the hospital last October 21 due to sudden onset of severe shortness of breath and required oxygen supplementation and ICU admission. Today's event affirms the active participation of our people in governance. Through this initiative, you are providing a platform for parents, teachers, and other concerned citizens to voice out their concerns against the ill effects of smoking to our public health. On this note, I enjoin everyone to start this advocacy from within the family. Within the family. Yun po, I believe so. Let us all keep in mind that parents and guardians have the moral responsibility to protect their children from elements and activities that will compromise their well-being, smoking included. The values for clean living and good health must start in the family, and we need to lead our young people by good example. So baka meron pang naiiwang mga nanay, mga tatay dyan na nagarilyo. Kawawa naman po yung pamilya natin. We can be assured that our government is committed to promote the improved welfare of every Filipino. I also hope and pray for the success of this advocacy and wish that we will continue to work together to achieve a brighter and healthier future for our nation. Alam niyo po, when I met with them, was it 2 weeks ago, ma'am? 2 weeks ago, yeah. When I met with them, this group has been advocating for, against smoking or any form of smoking, vaping included. I was so surprised, ma'am. It was really the first time, even though I heard the president, talk about it, that, banning vaping in any form of vaping in public, lalo na sa mga schools or sa mga kabataan. It was the first time that I heard that, they tried to come up with something very attractive for the youth. Ma'am, honestly, it was the first time I heard na sabi mo na it goes in, different flavors, may vanilla, tapos you don't get to, parang they try to play with it, they try to form, shapes out of the, smoke that comes out from it. Natarantagod ko, ma'am. Bisaya nito na rin, ma'am. Natarantagod ko, ma'am. Nanawag ko sa akong yaya. My daughter was still in school at the time. May klase pa. So I told my yaya, wala ka bang kasi yung mga classmates niya nagpupunta kasi sa bahay? Baka meron parang laruan dyan para daw yung USB ang itsura. Ako as a mother, I was so ignorant about it na they try to come up with, parang USB lang. Akala mo, ginagamit ng anak mo na pangsaksak sa computer, but, ano na pala. So sabi ko, I told my yaya, you won't be able to notice the smoke. Parang ano daw yan, parang ginanong ko siya na colorless. Is it colorless or parang hangin lang ano? But you're inhaling it already. Sabi ko sa yaya. Sabi niya. So I talked to my daughter also na, baka do not go into it. Sabi niya. In fact, when I told her about this, she will. Initially, she wants to come. So I have been urging her, na you read this one. Sabi ko sa kanya. So at least now I'm aware and my daughter is aware. So sabi niya, no ma, I'm not gonna go into it. Sabi niya ganun. So, it's just sad, no? Because even if we started it here in Davao City, nung maging mayor yung presidente natin, he started banning the smoking in all public places. Saan ka ho makakita? Outside your home, that starts, di ba, the public place. Grabe nakulong na yung mga smoker ba, kuan na yun na sila, mura na sila kuan, piniriso sa sulod sa isa ka small room, di ba? So, nung time na, it's just sad that even if, you know, we already know the ill effects of smoking, daghan gyapon mag-smoke. You know, ma'am, sir, hindi ka talaga, if you start it, I'll tell you a story because I know the president is yan, na-experience niya, balikan ka talaga. Marami akong friends ngayon, ma'am, kami ni President, my friend kami, na it really pains, it pains me to see him because we used to go around, you know, kasama mo, you know that he used to be very active. Binalikan siya after, let's say, 50 years. Binalikan talaga. Just one single step, he couldn't make it. You know, he couldn't talk and walk at the same time. He has to wear an oxygen 24 hours. Yan yun. Yun sa kaibigan namin ni Presidente. And then, kay ma'am, yung bata na I mentioned sa Visayas. And then one thing is that, yung kay Presidente, kwento ko sa inyo. Alam niyo yan siya, ma'am, lalo na yung sino dito may hyperhidrosis? Yung may sweating ng kamay. Oh, yan. My daughter has that also. So, it's usually, I don't have it. Baliktad ako. My hands so dry. Hirap nga ako maglipat ng pages kasi dry yun akong pamukha. So, si Presidente na siya. And that is very dangerous for somebody who smokes. Delikado yun na siya, ma'am. Kasi may ano ka na sa sa veins mo. Wala pa na si Kitty, ma'am. 15 anyos pa na siya. Mayor pa na si, nagkuan na siya, naamag ko sa ato sa Amerika. I was working in the US as a registered nurse. So I was able to come across, I pity him every time po. He's a politician, you know that, and every time he goes around, si Presidente, lang siya, no? He can face back the public or people, pero naana siya yung mga, ganyan na may mga insecurities ba? No? Yung saba, nagsulti na ko. Sorry, nadulas. So, one of that was yung kanyang hyperhidrosis. So every time he goes around, tapos maglamano gani ang he noticed even if malinis yung kamay niya because of the sweating, pasabi na siya perni. He would notice people, magpunas ng kamay. He was so, you notice also, ma'am, pag maglamano ako, mapapansin ko rin yan. If somebody, tingnan mo, pansinin mo, maglamano, ganyan lang yan sila, ma'am. Ayaw niya hawakan ang buong kamay mo, di ba? And when you try to shake the hand of another person, it's when you have to hold it, yung parang di ba? Because that shows, how warm you are towards that person. Pero those people who have that, I perfectly understand. I went to Marawi yesterday, paglamano na ko, nila na siya, ma'am. Ayaw nilang hawakan yung kamay mo na buo kasi basa yung kamay nila. So, when I was in the US at the time, I know that, he's really very concerned about his hyperhidrosis, kamot. So came across with discovering this doctor na nasa Cedar Sinai. So, nag-ano siya ma'am, neurosurgeon siya. Kuya man ang neurosurgeon, sa diri mo gina ma'am, sa mga nerves na gina siya. So in fact, he was the neurosurgeon of Elizabeth Taylor. Kaya meron man siyang picture doon ng Elizabeth Taylor. Kaya kung wala pag ko namili, yung ato ma'am, wala kay presidente ron, tama la to ma'am, no, neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeon. Medyo at that time, kung dili pa kayo kay ano pa man ang color atong una. So, I arranged doon kasi ma'am, di ka basta-basta makapasok, magpa-check up. I-arrange ko siya yung niya para ma-schedule siya. Ganun siya ka-desperate. You know what's the procedure that's to be done for your hyperhidrosis sa kamay na mahinto? Ipakolapse siyang lungs mo, ma'am, and then a nerve has to be cut somewhere in your spinal cord, upper spinal cord. If anything goes wrong, that's here on the spinal cord, wala na. Yun yung Pero right now, he's very happy with that surgery. I know that he's very happy because dili na siya maulaw pag maglamano. Dry na, completely dry. Iyahang kamo. So that was yung niya was yung kanyang he's been telling everybody about his Buerger's disease. 'Di ba? Na yun ng kanyang smoking. So sad really, that even if there's a warning on the cigarette, and then all of us knows that you will end up really suffering after, even if you stop for decades. Ang isa ma'am, miski na ang second-hand smoke I pity those who, tayo kasi na doesn't smoke, we're so sensitive. Di ba ma'am, no? That I remember before, when we're used to, here in Davao City, we're used to not inhaling the smoke from cigarette. Tapos, all of a sudden, pag travel natin ng Manila, I would immediately cover my nose. Because I am too sensitive to smoke na, my nose would drip, really. So, yung maraming mga repercussions pa na hindi, balikan ka talaga even after decades of smoking it. Yung mga kawawa, ma'am, na hindi nag-smoke, tayo second-hand smoker tayo, just the moment you smell it, mas delikado pala yun, ma'am. Do you know that nakasama man talaga namin, ma'am, si Senator Miriam Santiago. May his soul rest in peace. She doesn't smoke. Alam niyo, ma'am, sinong nagarilyo? Asawa niya. Naunang pagid siya. Totoo yan, ma'am. Ang asawa niya. So there are really people that are very sensitive to the smoke na the moment na even if they're not, mga second-hand smoke lang sila. And then, you know what, ma'am? We all know that Senator Miriam Santiago was a very brilliant, di ba? Ano po siya na tao, di ba? She could have been president also, di ba? Ipaglaban po ato. But, I have seen her really during, yung campaign sorties, ma'am, na hirap siya. You cannot, when your lungs are affected, kayo may cancer na ng lungs, you cannot just breathe and talk at the same time. Tapos hirap yan, ma'am, di ba explain, na parang you try to breathe everything but nothing goes in. Nothing goes in because yung lungs niyang affected na tao, it's either it doesn't work, barado. If dapat sa loob kasi niyan, ma'am, when you inhale and exhale, maganyan niya siya mag-expand. And that's the time, mga alveoli mo sa loob ng lungs mo, That's the time, the oxygen will go in. Oxygen is very important. Sa loob, pag nawala yan sa loob ng katawan mo, lahat affected. Parang yan ang kung kailangan mo ng food, oxygen, you need it. Every part of your organ yan ang bumubuhay. Your brain needs oxygen. Your heart to pump, it needs oxygen. Your liver and kidneys, it needs oxygen. So, ewan ko kailan matuto yung mga kailan sila, I don't know what they like about it. I really do not know. Hindi ko alam, pinakita mo na yung worst worst case scenario na pwede mong mangyari sa iyo after decades, even years of smoking it. Wala talagang mabuting gawin yan sa katawan natin. And ma'am, I'm also, although I'm a nurse, ma'am, nag-nurse-nurse na lang ang kay Presidente, ma'am. Ako ilang head nurse. Naman na siya nurse who goes with him all over, kung asa siya, mag-ikog-ikog. And then, those nurses, when he gets angry with those nurses kay pagka ginapamonitor ko man ang calorie count. So silipin niya sa likod yung pagka nasa dining table, ano ba ginagawa mo dyan? Galit siya. Muradag kuan ba ginasilip mag-calorie count ay ilang cup, ilang slice ng mangga, ba? Pila ka slice na na baboy, may calorie count yan siya. So yan ang monitor ng mga nurses. So diha na lang ko ma'am ako na lang head nurse nila. Wala na ako nag-practice sa akong profession. Although a lot of people has been telling me after taking the board exam in California, during that time na, I was, kasi ma'am pagkapanganak ko niya sa anak ko, ang hirap talaga when to work there pagka may anak ka. So, it was the time that, mayor pa siya na he was telling me, i-surrender mo na yung green card ko. Sabi ko, sus, kalamig, ibaligyaan green card. Nakuha ako din ma'am dahil sa profession ko. But, it was, I think I not only think, but I felt in my heart, now na lang that, sometimes nga may question ka, you have a question sa Panginoon 15, 20 years ago, and then sometimes the Lord would answer you after 15 or 20 years. Now, after 15 years, deep in my heart, I know that it was God's will for me to surrender my green card. Because, hindi ako mahiya magharap sa US Embassy or sa ambassador ng that, I took advantage of because they gave me that green card because of my profession. Magtrabaho ako doon dapat, and then, hindi naman ako nagtrabaho doon. So, yan yung ko ma'am, parang history na yung yung aking nursing, nursing in the profession, but yung career ko sa nursing. Now, businesswoman ako ma'am. I have been going around with DTI. I have also been advocating to them, to all the entrepreneurs, businessmen and women. Kasi it's so sad that I was also told by ma'am here that there are really business people who would take advantage of, may kita tayo dito. So that's what I'm advocating also every time I go to, every time DTI would invite me. Last time I was in Mega Mall, I told the businessmen and women there, sabi ko, ma'am, it's okay for us na maging negosyante. Pag negosyante ka kasi ma'am, pag may tindahan ka, may 4 ka na empleyado, di ba? You are able to help the poor employees and their families. So in whatever little way you can, pagka negosyante ka. So I told them, after so many years of, pag naging negosyante ka, naging more than 20 years na yung first business ko, ma'am, you wouldn't think of, the monetary um, contentment and satisfaction that you get from it. Sometimes sabi ko, mga negosyante, dapat maging responsable po tayo, ma'am. Not because, we know this kind of business is profitable, ROI kaagad. Gaya ng shampoo. You sell shampoo, you destroy a lot of lives. Not only the life of that person na nagsashabu po, nagda-drugs, but also the family. I know that, ma'am, kasi nung mayor si Presidente, just before he ran for the national position, may kapitbahay kami, dati siyang teacher, ma'am. Lapit siya, punta siya sa bahay na together with her husband. Sabi niya, yung anak niya, hindi ko alam at the time dyan sa subdivision namin. My daughter at the time, she would go around driving yung golf cart. Pinahinto ko kasi hindi ko alam na meron pala. Mayor siya na nandyan sa subdivision namin. Sabi nung nanay na retired teacher, sabi niya, takot na takot daw sila mag-asawa kasi yung anak niya, drug addict eh. Pag nagalit daw, oo daw sila ng oo. Paglabas ng anak niya, bawat nandyan ang anak nila, hindi sila makatulog. Kasi hindi niya alam anong gawain. Baka sunugin ang bahay, baka habang tulog sila, gilitan sila ng, ganun ba? Grabe talaga, ma'am. Hindi lang sa, for a retired teacher, was work all her life para to provide. I am sure nalagaan, wala namang nanay hindi mag-alaga ng anak din, di ba? And then, pagdating ng ganun na stage ngayon, drug addict. So, yung ganun ba na, I'm trying to seek also the help of yung negosyante. Na sabi ko, in the long run, after doing business for a long time, meron tayong social responsibility. Punta tayo sa negosyo ganito kasi malaki ang kita. So, I hope lang in my own little way, I'll be able, to spread this. To inform as many people, as many parents as we can, ma'am. Kasi, nung time na lumapit lang 2 weeks ago, doon ko lang talaga, doon lang din ako na-inform what this vaping is all about. How attractive it is for the made it so attractive sa mga kabataan. So, na lang, ma'am, yung makaasa kayo na, in whatever as help that I can provide, kahit na saan nyo ako papuntahin, basta, if it is something that can help, nakakabuti sa mga Pilipino, sa mga kabataan, I am for it. So I would like to thank all the parents. I know we should also start, as I have mentioned, when I first learned about it, I started informing my daughter, even my pati yung yaya ko, kinwentuhan ko na, baka kasi may maano din siya, teenager siya na anak. So, ma'am, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at isang maaga at mainit na pagbati ng maligayang Pasko sa inyo.